Peace Reflections. Welcome back to my channel. Today I just want to discuss the purpose of thinking for yourself. Now there's a lot of tension going on, obviously. We have it on FB and on IG and stuff like that, and you know, it's interesting. My thoughts are basically everybody is here for a purpose. Not everybody's going to agree with you. Not everybody's going to do what you want them to do. And that's the whole purpose of having free will, to be able to realize that you are your own consciousness. You have your own astrological energy for a reason, and your avatar is set up the way it's supposed to be set up so you can project yourself to other beings. So I don't believe in having somebody else think for you. I feel like you should be able to take what you need and give people, a give and receive type relationship when it comes to beings, and take what you need and give out, but I don't think one being should be thinking for you, like I have my own thoughts. I can agree with you and have my own thoughts formulated in a way that it resonates with me truly. But just having and being in somebody else's thoughts is what's got us here in the first place. Everything that we do, we're literally in somebody else's thoughts. The concept of living in a house, the concept of a career, the concept of, driving the car around and with the fancy cars and the raggedy cars and status, and the concept of your skin color and all that other bullshit, that's all somebody else's thoughts. So technically, yes, we already living in somebody else's thoughts, but you can live in somebody else's thoughts as long as you understand that you're living in somebody else's thoughts, so you can get yourself out of that matrix of somebody else's thoughts and start creating your own reality, but not free yourself just to go back into somebody else's reality. I don't believe in that concept. I think for myself. I'm freeing my mind, I'm getting more oxygen, I'm married to leg, I'm getting in tune with mama. Mama is creating brand new, healthy, positive thoughts for me. And I'm expressing the thoughts that resonates with me. I don't really understand the concept of living in somebody else's thoughts no more. That doesn't sit right with me. I love myself, and I want to go back into that same mindset that I literally just got myself out of, freed myself out of, just to go back into what would be a healthier thought process, but it's not healthy and conducive for me. Everything doesn't resonate with me, and we can have and be mature about agreeing to disagree. You don't have to agree with or disagree about everything a being does. You can agree to disagree and life moves on. But having somebody else think for you, I can't do that. I'm not judging anybody else who feels that they have to have somebody else think for them. If you feel like that's what you need to stay focused and do what you gotta do, then hey, all power to you. But me, I'm the type of being who's been manipulated time and time again from different people in my life, and finally realizing, I feel like I already knew I was in the matrix when I was younger, but it's like now that I know that all this stuff is just an illusion in my head, I want to make sure the illusions are in my head that's strictly coming from mama, that's coming from the universe. Some aspects that we can't, if the beings are trying to manifest their way out of Babylon, stuff like that, there's things that, you have to just take an L on until you can find a way to win. And a lot of beings are doing that. But a lot of beings are doing it in their own way. And a lot of beings are not going to understand that this is your journey, my journey, and how the universe set everything up for us, and understanding is strictly for us. This is why we can get in tune with mama, and you might get a thought and I get a thought, and it's totally different thoughts. It's something totally different than, because we're different. We take in energy and we take in the oxygen differently in the sense of how we resonate with thoughts. So I can't judge anybody for doing what they want to do with their own being. If you've been studying the holographic universe, you are just a projection of how I truly feel about myself. So at the end of the day, if I don't feel that way about myself, with your refracting out, then I don't have to resonate with that. I don't have to accept that as my reality. I could just move on. And it's real. And it makes me sad, like, wow. That's how we do. That's how shit is for real. Like, wow, you can't think for yourself. There's only one way or the highway. My mother's mother does that. She had that mentality. It's my way or the highway. And that's a negative bad thing right there. Non-reflections. Have your own mind. We are made astrologically different for a reason. We have if we wasn't supposed to be different and taking things differently but have our own path, it would just be one person here. It wouldn't be one consciousness played out in 7 billion, however many beings is on this planet, realities. Just think about that. They say there's 7 billion people on this planet, right? That means there's 7 billion different realities and 7 billion different playouts. That's not including the plants and the insects. It's just avatars, human beings. So if we was just supposed to be all one, in a sense, it would just be one person here. It'd be one person, one consciousness, and one path. That's it. And since that's not the case, you can't say this is the only path. Nature is for everybody. Everybody should get in tune with nature. Everybody should be getting all the elements: water, air, earth, fire, the sun, wherever the sun is right now. Everybody should be in tune with all 4 elements. To get in tune with themselves, to get in tune with the universe, to get in tune with Mama truly. And do it in your own way. Everything is a process. Everything. Everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their own abilities to help them get closer to Mama, because we have definitely been disconnected. But everybody was granted gifts and abilities to do what they need to do, to express themselves the way they feel like they should express themselves. So how can that be truly wrong? You might not agree with me. Maybe you think personally what I'm doing with my own journey is a waste of time. But only if you knew what basketball has truly done for me. The fact that I'm even here at the lake is because of basketball. Now that might sound crazy, like how? But it's like me getting in tune with Mama. Basketball, just chasing this dream of getting on a pro level and playing at the highest level has got me right here in this spot. Right here, like sitting on this rock right here. A lot of beings won't agree with that, but it's fine. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to understand my journey. The only person supposed to understand my journey is me. That's it. Because I'm with myself every single moment of my life. And hearing the message to go back to nature was beautiful. because that's something different. That's something I never heard of. And we all have somewhat a connection to nature. That's why you see a lot of beings at the parks and stuff like that. But they're not really getting in tune. That's why it's important to mind your business and focus on yourself and make sure you do what you gotta do to ascend and get to the next level. That's what I'm doing. I can't worry about what other beings say and think about me, because if that's the case, I might as well just dig a hole, lay in it, and ask somebody to put some dirt over me and just die. Can't worry about shit like that. Reflections, you can't worry about that like that. You can't. You have to focus on you. You have to make sure that you're doing what it takes to get out of here if you want to manifest yourself out of here. If you want a better environment, a better reality, you have to make sure that you put yourself in a position for greatness. That means getting in tune with mama. That means eating healthy. Stop eating meat. That means stop taking in information that's ratchet, that serves you no purpose, that does not help you grow. It's just entertainment or distraction, whatever one that you're trying to, whatever one that you think that resonates with you, whether you're distracting yourself or you're entertaining yourself. There's distractions all around us that the lower self program for us to fall right into the trap. But you, reflection, you have to see that. And that starts with getting to know yourself and coming to mama with a pure heart. Because when you come to mama with a pure heart, you'll get the oxygen you need to the brain, where you can start having positive visions, positive thoughts, so you can start thinking for yourself. Everything in this matrix is designed for you to have somebody else's thoughts in your head and not your own. Everything. It's important, reflection, that you have positive things going on in your reality. Even if they seem like, oh man, how can this happen? Things happen, reflection. You just gotta keep on chucking. You gotta keep on going. You gotta stay positive, because mama got you. That's real. The universe got you. So I'm about to cut this video off, but I just wanted to share my thoughts on how I feel. And don't have nobody thinking for you. Think for yourself. You can use somebody else's thoughts to help you, guide you through this reality. But don't have nobody thinking for you. Use those thoughts as guides. Take what you need, give the rest back. You give to others the same way. You share your light, they share their light. But don't you have nobody thinking for you. Use those thoughts as guides. I love myself, reflections.